You're lying in bed with the lights off, trying to sleep, but suddenly your mind starts making up stories. Maybe you imagine your crush finally liking you back, even though you barely talk to them. Then a moment later, you're arguing with your siblings, but this time you have the perfect comeback and you win the whole argument. After that, your best friend is in danger, and somehow you become the hero who saves them. Then the scene changes again, and now you're imagining your own death while all the people who ignored or hurt you are crying and feeling sorry for how they treated you. And this doesn't only happen at night. Sometimes you're in the shower and suddenly you're performing on a huge stage in front of millions of people. Sometimes you're sitting in class, but your brain is busy creating random stories about your teacher's life. On the outside, you may look quiet and normal, but inside your head there's a whole world full of drama, love, revenge, success, arguments, and conversations that never really happened. If you spend a lot of time living in these made-up situations, have you ever wondered why your brain does this? The truth is, there are real psychological and biological reasons behind it. Your brain is not making these scenes for no reason. There are actual explanations for why your mind keeps doing this, and in this video we're going to talk about them. By the end, you can see how many of these reasons match you, because if you relate to at least 3 of them, you might finally understand why your mind enjoys living in a world that isn't real. The first reason is something called the Zeigarnik effect. Have you ever noticed that your brain can still remember an embarrassing moment from years ago, but you can't even remember what you ate a few days ago? That's because unfinished experiences stay in your mind longer than finished ones. Your brain treats them like open tabs that never close. It could be a message that never got a reply, a crush that was never returned, or an argument where you thought of the perfect reply way too late. Your brain doesn't like unfinished things, so when real life doesn't give you an ending, your imagination tries to create one. That's why many fake scenarios are about finally getting closure, winning, being loved, or being understood. Most of the time, you're not trying to run away from reality. You're just trying to finish a story your brain doesn't want to leave incomplete. Another reason is what we can call the dopamine preview effect. This means your brain doesn't only enjoy rewards when they actually happen, it can also enjoy just imagining them. Think about the last time you imagined becoming successful, proving someone wrong, or having your crush like you back. None of it really happened, but it still felt exciting. That's because your brain can release dopamine, the feel-good chemical, not only when you get something good, but also when you expect it or imagine it. So your brain creates stories where you win, get attention, succeed, or feel loved, because for a few moments it gets a small taste of the emotions it wants. It's like getting a preview before the real movie starts. The problem is that fake rewards are easy, while real rewards take time, effort, and patience. That's why daydreaming can feel so addictive sometimes. Another reason is that your mind often creates what real life is missing. People who imagine a lot are not always strange, many of them are simply carrying emotions they never got to express. Maybe you wish someone understood you more. Maybe you wanted more attention, more love, more appreciation, or just wanted to feel important. When those emotional needs are missing in real life, the brain often tries to create them in imagination. That's why these made-up scenes are usually not random. A lonely person may imagine deep connection. Someone who feels ignored may imagine being noticed and valued. Someone who was hurt may imagine finally getting the apology they deserved. Someone who feels misunderstood may imagine hearing the words, "I understand you." So your imagination is not always trying to escape life. Sometimes it is trying to give you the feelings that life failed to give you. And before you go, remember this: if you create fake scenarios in your mind, you are not alone. Maybe you were not loved the way you should have been. Maybe you were not heard the way you needed. Maybe there are emotions, dreams, and conversations inside you that never found a place in the real world, so your mind created one. As long as these thoughts are not harming you or anyone else, having a strong imagination does not make you weird. It makes you human. So don't be too hard on yourself. I'd love to know which of these reasons matched you the most, so tell me in the comments. And if this video helped you understand yourself a little better, consider subscribing for more psychology content. Thanks for watching, take care of yourself, and have a beautiful day.